missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. We've got Jay. Jang is out there with Demon. That's Kyrie Irving, and it's Claxton, and it's set for the Knicks. OG Anunoby is out there with Jonathan Kuminga. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Bridges, and it's Brunson in at the point. Well, no doubt, these players, GA, are eager to get this season going.
Listen, there's definitely some nerves, but it's mainly excitement. This is their first chance to showcase all the hard work they put in during the offseason.
Here's Jay. Irving passes to Jay. Clock at 6. Back to Irving. Trains the three-pointer. Irving's got the first bucket of the night, a three-pointer for Brooklyn.
Something that's not talked about is that he is a high IQ player. You got to respect how fast Kyrie makes decisions, especially when it comes to shooting the ball.
Fires from deep. And again, it's Brooklyn with a three.
A capable shooter from distance. Give Kyrie space to fire, and he does not pass it out.
Bridges outside. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
Brooklyn's gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in a Nets uniform. The most of any of your team.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has had.
The Nets need to get a shot off here. And it's Demon missing. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. 4-point game. And Kuminga gets it to go.
The shortest three in basketball. Good to see Kuminga taking advantage of that corner spot.
Now, here is Irving. 6 points for him. Towns with the steal. Bridges finds Brunson. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Jang. Plays it up and banks it in.
They've come out strong 3 of their first 4 to start the game.
For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far. Outside, Towns. Rebound, Brooklyn. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Jay. Defended by Bridges. Irving passes to Jang. And finished off by Jang.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now, let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Thank you, guys. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Guys, back to you.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a recovery.
That fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Pass to Jay. On the wing, Irving. On the wing, Irving. Nets passing it around. From the arc. A three-pointer is right on target. Irving's got 9.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting the fingers. And the whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Then for the Nets, Powell comes in for Demon. And it's Traoré in for Kyrie Irving. And so here is New York, trailing here by 8. That's up to 3. Drilled for three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for. Draining the
to Torrey. Here's Jay. Five on the clock. Foul for three. Nailed from three-point land.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's Diawara. Here's Alexander. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over.
And that's an example of playing big, adapting to the situation.
Also relying on his skill there. That's a nice move against length.
One eye on the rim, one on the clock. What a play.
Boy, that was close. Got it in just in the nick of time.
And so it's Brooklyn in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. We'll get you back to the action after this break. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Nets?
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalize in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
They've got Towns, and it's Love in at the one. That's the 5 for New York right now.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D shifts.
And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning the championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from, and a Hall of Fame coach.
Chalk up 2 there.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
To the middle. Torrey with the rebound. Nets leading by 11. Inside, here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Diawara with the bucket.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Brooklyn's got on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Down low. Claxton the pass to Chang. Here's Jay. Screen by Claxton. And it's good with time running down the shot clock. Claxton's got the lead up to 13 now for the Nets. And so Mike Brown calls the timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And Greg, you were a point guard. How has that position evolved over the years?
Well, if you think of how much more of the court that has to be covered and the style, you have to score more now to play the position. I think shooting becomes incredibly important. And then defensively, with all the switching, you got to be able to hold up against size and play all over the floor.
Here's Jay. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Powell outside. Three-pointer. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Pass to Towns. Bridges for 3. Rebound, Brooklyn. After this game, they can look forward to L.A. for their matchup against the Clippers. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip. Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Clowney. Pass to Brunson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. No good on the shot. Here's Irving. And good that time. Irving's got 11 points.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total
score.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Irving, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Knicks trail by 20. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Anunoby has the open look. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Claxton the pass to Pop. The Nets working the ball around now. Back to Irving. Pass to Jay. Outside Irving. Shoots over Brunson. Another one falls for Brooklyn.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Oh, yeah, they're doing a terrific job not giving this hostile crowd anything to cheer about.
Now here's Brunson. 11 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Clowney. New York missing again.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, it needs to find some sort of momentum.
And so it's Brooklyn, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action in just a minute.
Good to see you, and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the New York Knicks.
This is so painful to watch. In fact, I stopped watching. Bad effort on the boards. This hurts so much, Ernie.
Yeah, I think we've officially lost Shaq's attention. Code red. And guys, let's turn our attention to the future, shall we? Here's the upcoming schedule.
When I look at Brooklyn, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah, everyone starts out undefeated. It is a hopeful time of year for everybody. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
And Brooklyn, look at who they've got. Shang is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Demon. Then there's Jay. And it's Irving in at the point guard. Denied. He sends it right off the glass. Pass to Jay. Yes. And it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists tonight.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Now here's Brunson. He has yet to score. Some solid defense there from Irving.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
It's good.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. Pass to Towns. Over Claxton. And Towns gets it to go.
That one to go. Okay, now 1 for 4 to start the second half.
And the Nets decide to take their first time out here. The Nets running the switch here. Siraj checked in. Let's pause to take a look at the teams that really made their opposing teams earn their points a season ago. In third, the Knicks.
I mean,
Jay checked in for Demon. Howell comes in for Siraj. And it's Traoré in for Kyrie Irving. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Nets.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
And I'll tell you, the energy they've shown in the open floor, boy, it has been terrific. Doing a phenomenal job converting in those situations.
And the rejection by Claxton. Here's Jay. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far. What a season it was for MP. Greg, a great playoff run, and now he'll forever be a 2-time NBA champion.
And every title run is different. MP knows that now. But the way his team came together in the postseason was fantastic. A great season capped off with another ring for MP. And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well. And the defense scattered all over the place on the break. Nice job finding the wide open three.
It's good.
He took it right to the rack, and there's no one that can stop him.
Next lead, 61.
8 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Powell. Here's the 3. And another assist for him. Dishing it all over the place in this one. And so it's Brooklyn rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we'll be right back after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball. And how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. We've got Terry, and it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Barlow. Whoops, there's a 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. We all hear about AI in the workplace, and I don't... So it's Mike Brown here calling timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Jay. Outside Irving. Good on the triple. Irving's got 20.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
The Knicks have gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Towns against Claxton. Inside Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Bridges outside. And right away, they answer with a 3-pointer of their own.
Some competitive fire from Bridges. Great answer to the 3 at the other end.
Jay, the pass to Irving. Here's Jay. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. 16 points for Jay. And I'm sure last season is still fresh in MP's mind, Greg. He accomplished what very few players before him have done. Winning the MVP in the finals for a second time.
And there's something about the biggest stage in the sport that brings out the best in him. It says something about his mental toughness as well. Not everybody thrives under pressure like he does. It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Nick Claxton.
There might not be a guy with more heart than Karl Anthony Towns. From his words to his actions, this is a guy who cares about the game and his fellow players.
Sarab, he's checked in for Demick.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Nets.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And he'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jay.
He was just dropping dimes left and right out there. Any opening that the D provided, he exploited it and found his teammates.
And on the way from Irving for three, and the Nets another three.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
And it felt like they just flipped the switch to go on that run and seal it again, saving their best basketball for the end. Always smart.
Anunoby. Good, and as this goes to time.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Too little, too late. That final score was looking way closer than how this game actually played out.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's floor, look, when you go home, you can go home feeling good.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Hamill.
Nice job on the win and a solid job on the glass. Was that a focus for you tonight?
Come on, you saw me out there. I was focused on effort more than anything tonight. If my effort's where it should be, good things happen for us. And rebounds all about effort. Most importantly, we got the win. So, yeah, just got to keep that up and string together a bunch more, and we'll be looking good.
Well, we're rooting for you, MP.
Thank you.
Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thank you. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season.
Congratulations, MP. Getting the Larry O'Brien trophy for the second time now. Hard enough to get one Larry O'Brien. You got two? You special, man. You special. Congrats, man.